time for Blumpkin and Friends, starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and with me today is my friend.
Oh, am I supposed to say my name?
You did that same bit last time. You're going to have to start coming up with different material.
But I didn't know that was the intro.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I should listen to your show and I'd know more.
Yeah, Dick.
This is Dick, or Graeme, formerly of ITRadio.
There we go.
Happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday to us. And we've done this 2 or 3 times on his old show, ITRadio. And this is Graeme and Blumpkin's Birthday Phuckstravaganza.
Exactly. A whole lot of fucking.
And not like literally D's and A's.
No.
But like,
just
so
F's and PH's.
Yeah.
You had to think about that.
I had to think about that. Like, wait, is he making a coy reference?
You sent me happy birthday fucker with a PH.
Well, I do that because that's your thing.
Yeah.
So I just want to be in on the joke and feel like I belong.
Everyone's like, hey, if you say fucker with PH, that isn't cool. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's not a 4-letter word. It's a 5-letter word. It makes me sophisticated. I've been saying that since like high school. I'm not swearing. It's a 5-letter word. What do you mean? Because I'm saying it with a PH.
It's way different.
Exactly.
Totally different.
Exactly.
So your birthday was July 30th.
Yes.
My birthday is August 2nd.
And Hot Donna, formerly of ITRadio, or Frosty's wife, was August 1st.
Was it?
Yep.
Look at all those birthdays.
I know.
All in there.
Shit. Yep. My birthday, I got screwed this year for my birthday. 35th year of being born, whatever, and my cousin got married on my birthday. Totally stole my thunder.
Dick move.
Exactly. And I didn't even get to ask her the next day. Like, her mom asked Bethany and I after we got married, so did you consummate the marriage?
Really?
Because I guess one of her aunts or uncles on her husband's side said that to them the day after. And so...
That's the tradition?
I
find out if they fucked on their wedding night?
Well, because she asked me on that, Bethany and I have been waiting since my cousin had asked, or had told me, hey, I'm going to get married on your birthday. Hopefully you're not offended. Okay, if you're telling me that you're getting married on my birthday, that kind of means I have to go to your wedding, I think. Shit. Plus, I was in Wisconsin, so I didn't have to drive.
What if you would have said, that sucks, I have plans?
It was like a year before. Yeah.
What if you still said, yeah, sorry, I got plans?
Me have plans? Yeah. That'd be laughing matter right there.
I'm going to the
cheese factory.
Circus is in a tour.
Yeah. So at least then I can't
Elephants.
forget her wedding or her anniversary at this point. Plus, then she can't forget my birthday.
I guess.
Yeah, but no. The next day after Bethany and I got married, they were the first people. My aunt and uncle were the first people we saw. So did you consummate the marriage? So I asked. I was like, which hotel are they staying at? She's like, I think they're staying at home because they lived in the same city that they got married in. She's like, damn it. Well, there's the gift opening. I'll ask them. She knew exactly why I asked which hotel they were staying at. Like, I'm not really caring if my cousin had sex or not. I just need to keep up their tradition. And now that her mom's going to be asking her, so did you consummate the marriage? I never did find out.
Do you really want to, though?
No, it really wasn't. I just wanted to... Bethany and I wanted to be the first people to ask.
You know, it'd be weird. Say, like, one of your parents died, and then a few years later, the remaining parent gets remarried, and then you ask them. Like, imagine asking your dad, "Did you consummate the marriage?" And before you answer, no. Please don't tell me. I don't want visuals. I just, tradition.
Was it fun?
Ew.
Was it everything you wanted it to be? Was it better than Mom?
Dad, you're rest her soul.
Yeah.
You're limping, Dad. What happened? I just leg over my shoulder thing. I don't fucking...
I fell off the bed.
Strained a hammy.
Yep. Went back to Wisconsin for my birthday. It was the first time that since I had moved that my sister was in town or there to celebrate with me too. So my nephew was there too. He's getting much better at liking people. And, hey, guess what? I haven't seen you for 2 years except for FaceTime or 6 months, whatever. Met him at the gas station just by chance. Gave him some monster trucks. Whoa, monster trucks! He's all excited.
Monster trucks are cool.
So how was your birthday?
I am not sleeping a lot lately thanks to my graveyard shift. And I slept for like 3.5 or 4 hours, and I got up at 2:40 in the morning. And then at some point shortly thereafter, I went for a jog in the dark by myself.
Because that's not creepy for anybody looking out their window at 3 in the morning.
Dude, just jogging down the road. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure enough people have seen me that in the neighborhood they know me as the night jogger.
Yeah.
I came home and I took a shower, and then I went to Cub Foods because I wanted a birthday donut. They had no donuts. 0 in the case.
What the fuck?
They never have no donuts.
Exactly.
There's always at least like 2 left over from the day before.
Hard, crusty, but who gives a shit?
I wanted a donut in my mouth, and they didn't have any. And then I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's come to this. And I picked up half a strawberry rhubarb pie.
But didn't they have donuts in like the 6-pack, or you didn't want a 6-pack?
They didn't even have those.
Then go to Holiday. Holiday has good donuts.
No, I didn't feel like driving around.
Oh.
It was 4:30 in the morning. I was in no mood.
I've gone to Holiday at 4:30 in the morning. They have donuts.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to be out searching for donuts at 4:30 in the morning like a fucking
donuts.
maniac.
I need donuts.
It's bad enough that I'm the night jogger, then I'm the weird middle of the night donut guy.
I need donuts.
We didn't have any jelly filled. This guy was fucking pissed. And then he left here and I watched him go to 3 other stores down the block. I think he's fucking nuts.
And then you had little bits of remains in your car, and they pulled you over and thought it was meth.
What kind of donut was it?
Krispy Kreme.
I would never get that.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Like a couple weeks ago, some dude down in Florida or whatever just dropped his friend off for his chemo, and a cop pulled him over for whatever reason, and she saw little
bits of glaze.
It was a Krispy Kreme glazed donut, and she's like, "Oh, can I search your car?" Sure. She found like little bits of the donut that fell off, and she freaked out. And 2 tests for meth came back positive. And he's like, "I go to Krispy Kreme every other week." He couldn't get his insulin shot. They would refuse that. He was in jail for 10 hours because of 3 tiny donut crumbs that looked like crystal meth.
You got to be kidding me.
What kind of fucking donuts are they selling there that they field test positive for dope?
Exactly. Well, sometimes they can come back. And he's even like, "I watch Cops. It's not meth. Trust me, it's not meth." What is he supposed to do? Get a receipt for a donut? Mitch Hedberg put that whole kibosh on it.
Let's not bring paper into this.
Exactly.
I would never think of a situation where I would need to come back and return the donut. Like, this donut was no good. I need a refund.
My friend went viral last year because each year she goes and leaves a donut at his gravesite.
Yeah.
She lives in St. Paul, so she walks down the street and leaves a donut with the receipt for that. And somebody happened to see it or happened to go to the gravesite, and it went viral.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like her, or just the fact that she was doing it?
I think she might have taken a picture, and so it had hit some of the Twitter feeds and everything about Mitch Hedberg, so somebody saw it, and then like KSTP or whatever.
Yeah.
Then there was a big story about it.
My day did not end with my search for a donut, though. I went home and I took a nap after eating a half a strawberry rhubarb pie. Mm-hmm. And then I got up and I went to my parents' house and I watched the season finale of Preacher, which, if you haven't seen it, is an excellent show.
I have not.
I never need to watch The Walking Dead again. It does nothing but torment me with its mediocrity and end-of-season cliffhangers and bad acting. So, goodbye, Walking Dead.
Look
Hello,
at the
Preacher.
flowers, bang, that's all I know.
Okay, that was a very good moment. That woman who plays Carol is a fucking incredible actor, Melissa McBride.
I've only seen it once where she shot somebody in the back of the head.
You don't really need to watch it.
No, zombie flicks really don't. I've never even seen Shaun of the Dead.
What?
No.
Get out of my house.
But the door's in the way.
Well,
so then I have to move the door, and then I have to open up the half door and crawl under your baby gate that's 4 feet in the air.
For cat control.
Why?
It's to stop Buddy from breaking in.
Because he can jump up that high?
Fuck yeah, he goes up and over the half door. Like nobody's business.
Well, I'm just saying, I wasn't talking about the half door, I was talking about the baby gate, and you're like, it's for cat control. I'm like,
now he climbs the gate.
That's what I was just going to say.
And then he rests on top of the fucking thing.
Fucking cats.
I'm going to have to get a different type of set. I don't know.
You're going to have to just put the door up.
I'm going to have to put the door on the wall. That's work. Don't make me be a carpenter. I'm not Bob the Builder.
Yet I'm looking at your workbench with a vice grip behind you.
That came with the house. The tools are mine. The structure was here.
The tools are mine. They've never left after I put them down.
I've used a few of them.
My mother-in-law gave me one of the pegboards, and she's like, yeah, so you can put your stuff up. Because our basement's unfinished in the laundry room. Like, we don't even have tools. So yeah, they gave me the pegboard and the stuff. So I went out and got a couple boards so it wouldn't cave itself in. And I didn't want it right against the plastic for the insulation. So, yep, I learned how to do that.
Did you hang emo Jesuses from pegs?
I should. Because
you should adorn it with various emo Jesuses.
I only have one.
Well, you could hang him there.
Yeah. I have the original, obviously.
You could technically crucify him there, I guess, if you really wanted to.
I think the best joke ever was when Frosty was still living in St. Paul. Donna was going to come home, and we usually would be right in front of the door that she'd have to open anyway to get in, because that's just the easiest spot for setting up the recording and having the webcam on. And we put emo Jesus up on the front door, so when she came in, I think she was a little pissed. What is emo Jesus doing? He's just hanging around. I think it might have been right around Easter, but the emo Jesus jokes never get old.
They really don't.
Unless
you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, and most people would not. So,
Emo Jesus is, if you go to Twitter, you could see a picture of Emo Jesus at twitter.com/Emo Jesus. And what it was I went to Axeman in Fridley. And I don't remember what the fuck I was getting, but I just happened to go near this bin that had huggable Jesus dolls. And this was when I was doing the whole Emo Jesus, or the whole I Hate Emo Kids, because I've had PE and everything else, and plus it was fun to make fun of emo kids on ITRadio. So I saw this doll, I'm like, I totally got to make a fucking Emo Jesus doll. And so I just bought one. The fans were like, oh, we love Emo Jesus, that's so awesome. So I made a few more, and how fun is that to go into Axeman and go up with
an armful of stuffed Jesus dolls?
Yeah, and everybody at Axeman is completely fucked up that works there. And so he's like, what are you doing with all of these huggable Jesus dolls? Oh, I'm going to draw them up and make them Emo Jesus dolls. That's so awesome. It's like, yep.
At least he didn't flip out and be like, that's sacrilegious. Get out of my fucking store.
Dude, you're selling huggable Jesus dolls for $1. I had no problem giving them away for free and sending them out. It was awesome.
It's a fair price.
Exactly. And it took me about an hour to go through, and I had it all... It had a piece of paper so I wouldn't bleed through on Emo Jesus and everything else. Then one dude from Europe wanted one, and I made him Death Metal Jesus. Mm-hmm. So he had the whole death metal face paint and everything. Each one was completely different than the other.
They're like Rust Troll dolls.
Pretty much.
You know what I did after I watched Preacher?
You took shit.
Roadhouse.
I don't remember if I did or not, but we'll say that I probably did.
Okay.
Statistically speaking.
But you didn't twoop because you don't have a smartphone.
Because I don't have a smartphone, I can't twoop. So I went to Target and bought school supplies, and I hate that. I hate that because I'm just stuck around a bunch of like other angry moms that are buying school supplies, and oh, look how much stuff I have to buy, and I remember those days. They all just start talking about like...
They don't even know each other.
No. When they're just talking about their shared experiences, and I gotta believe since they're women in the back of their heads, they're like, oh God, I don't want to talk to this bitch. Fuck her.
Oh, but yeah. No, who gives a shit? Just go in, get it done, and go. That's why you just gotta go to Office Max.
Yeah, she's going into kindergarten now.
How do you feel about that?
It was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. No, you're gonna be stupid the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Stop
reading. Stop it. Just like slavery days. You cannot read and you cannot write. Don't you dare ask me any questions.
Do not grow.
Yes. I'm going to keep making you wear the same clothes even when they don't fit. I hope you like your jeans now because they're going to be your capri pants and then your shorts in about 5 years. Fuck! I went to the beach too.
I read that.
We go to the Elm Creek Park Reserve in Maple Grove every year on my birthday the last few years, me and the girls. Never their mom because she's not invited.
The Beast
is not allowed to come there because the first year I ever went there was on my 30th birthday 4 years ago. And I've told this story where I forgot to grab her swimsuit before we left. So I had mine and I had the juices. Mm-hmm. And she fucking chewed me out for like 10 minutes straight in the parking lot of that place. And then it ended with, I fucking hate you. On my birthday, mind you. Like, she's an adult. And I asked her to make sure she gets her swimsuit. And then she relied on me to fucking grab it, but then she hates me. And then I took her to Kohl's so she could try on mismatched remaining one pieces because my birthday's in August. All the swimwear's on clearance. And then she got a swimsuit for that. But ever since that day, she's not invited. She can fuck right off. So the girls were super excited, and we played in the water for 2 hours. Chi-Chi, at one point during one of the safety breaks, she gave herself a second skin of beach sand. She starts rubbing sand all over herself. When we got home, I took out their swimsuits. Their butt cracks started raining sand.
There's sand that shows up out of nowhere when you take them to the beach. Even if you like go in the water and get all the sand out, there's still sand. You bring the beach home with you, and you found that out.
So yeah, I had to tell her, I'm like, next year when we go, don't sit in the sand. You're going to get sand in your gynae, and you're going to get a gynae infection, and we'll have to go to the hospital.
And that won't be fun, because I'm not going to touch you down there.
Yeah, I'm not cleaning that shit out.
Exactly.
And how am I supposed to instruct you how to sit
as
in
I'm
the
saying
tub
that,
and
I'm like,
spread your labia?
How does that sound? I'm not going to touch you down there. Fuck, that just sounds really messed up. Fucking kids.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not good on it.
Yeah, fucking kids.
Oh.
I went to Stillwater the day before my birthday.
And what'd you do down there?
Ate at Leo's outside.
I don't know what that is.
It's the 50s diner.
Ah.
Or 50s food. If you go inside, it's the whole 50s vibe in there. And old school I Love Lucy t-shirt, TV on and whatever. And malts and everything else. And then after that, we went to Nelson's Ice Cream.
Now, the 50s diner, how authentic was it? Was there like a colored section?
No.
Well, then it's not authentic.
No, sorry.
If they don't segregate the dining room.
But they have the whole...
You're not going the full 9 yards there.
But they have the whole old school signs or the old school RC Colas and everything else, Coke and everything.
Tell me about some birthdays memories you have. The ones that stick out more than others from the years.
Mine or somebody else's?
Well, obviously yours.
Because I was thinking about it, I was like, if we talk about it, I once punched Chuck E. Cheese in the nose at somebody else's birthday party. Chuck E. Cheese never gave him his gift.
What a dick.
I know, Chuck E. Cheese is a dick. I don't even know why I punched him in the nose.
Because you don't like mice.
I guess. I still want to high-five a mouse if it ever actually makes it into my house. With as many feral cats that I have in the backyard, or did, if a mouse ever makes it into my house, I will give it a high-five. It'll probably die 2 seconds later because one of the cats will eat it, but right. I so want to give it a high-five and a little cheese. Just
for being like the James Bond of
exactly.
mice.
Birthdays. I went to Metal Fest 99. Cradle of Filth. Kitty was there. The Gathering. Got backstage because I was going to go get the wrestlers' gear. Headbangers were there. I wanted to really meet the headbangers, and supposedly they were still backstage. And one of the wrestlers that was taking down the ring, he's like, just go to you don't have a pass, just go up to the backstage and just say, oh, one of the wrestlers needs his gear. Went backstage, no questions asked. People even looking...
Crack security.
Pretty much. Met the Gathering back there. Lead singer was like, oh, come on over here. I think Fear Factory was there.
Nice.
Smoking weed out in the back parking lot. Yep.
I don't know what the Gathering is, and when you say the Gathering, most people think of the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah. Nope, this was before the Gathering ever started. But it's a female singer. I think they're from Sweden. I could be completely wrong. Other birthdays, let me see. Not much. I can't think of anything.
No?
I'm like, oh, it's my birthday. Awesome.
We did this for the podcast on an episode for number 1 Fan Tim's birthday, where I talked about on my second birthday I had a Smurf cake, and they put it in front of me to take a picture, and there was blue frosting, and I tasted it, and I thought it was delicious, and I put my face in the cake.
But that's every kid, either 1 or 2 years old, maybe up to 3.
And then later on, I threw up just blue everywhere. The color blue.
Did you remember it?
No, not that I don't so much.
Come on, how can you not remember when you were 2?
I can remember when I was 3. And I have a memory of taking my walker down the steps at our old house in Duluth when I was 1. That's my first memory, when I was 1.
Nice.
Then there's a gap. Then it's like 3.
Because of you taking them down the stairs.
No, the wheels went right down the steps, and I glided all the way to safety. Somehow.
Nice.
And the realtor was checking out the house. We were getting ready to sell the fucking place and move. So they saw me go, and the realtor's like, oh my God. So they see me go down the stairs, and I hit the wheels all the way down. I remember this distinctly. My toes almost getting caught underneath. They got pinched a little, and then I lifted them up. And then I made it.
Nice.
Third birthday, Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese.
I was not there. I did not punch him in
You
the
were
nose.
not there. I have a picture of me honking the dog. He had some dog friend. I honked his nose, and there's a picture of the dog like grabbing his nose afterwards. I did get my present from Chuck E. I got my T-shirt and my little wrestler toy.
Nice.
From Mexico.
I'm still trying to remember like other birthdays.
5th birthday, McDonald's. Went to the play place, brought my entire preschool class.
Nice.
There were like 20 kids. And I still have the commemorative plate they gave me. 9th birthday or 10th birthday. One of those two. And my friends wanted to go see Jurassic Park because they had both seen it and wanted to see it again. And I opted to see Coneheads. And they made fun of me for a long time for that.
What pants are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Khakis.
Yes.
And a ball gag.
The
safety word is waffles.
Yes.
So you talked about feral cats.
Yeah.
And you also texted me when I asked you for a show topic. You said
shits and shit.
Shits and
no,
shit.
I think it was
shit
just
and
shit and shit. And then you're like, what else should we talk about? I was like, crazy cat dudes.
Because we're cat people. Probably not going to get a lot of views
And
on
half
this
of it was me babbling about bullshit.
And just quickly before we get to the cats, I want to mention this thing going on in what city in Wisconsin is this fucking weird clown thing going on? Is it Green
I
Bay?
just happened to see just a picture of it.
Guy in a clown costume is walking the streets
With balloons.
with 2 black balloons, I think in Green Bay.
For no apparent reason.
Yeah. He's just walking around. 2 a.m, he's walking around.
He's probably jogging, just got off work.
Yeah.
He's going home. He just worked some late night birthday party at a strip club.
And he's running down the street, and all you hear from a block away, squeak, 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 because the fucking clown shoes as he's getting closer. And you go to wave at him and say, good morning, and he just honks his nose and keeps running. Squeak, 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 squeak.
He's not doing anything. There's pictures, but the cops never find him.
There's a trail of confetti and handkerchiefs tied together behind him. We need to find this son of a bitch. He goes by the name Gags, by the way.
And it's 40 feet long, so...
Right.
Yeah. Wait, if we keep watching it, fuck, we're never going to find
That's
him.
your home state. I got to say, as much as people from Wisconsin like to rag on Minnesota, I've never heard in the news anybody from Minnesota having sex with a deer corpse.
Or serial killers.
Or serial kill. Well, yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Gacy.
You guys breed some real fucking nutcases.
It's all the fucking cheese, man.
It's all the cheese. Try and be.
But Eau Claire, though, hadn't... Up until, I think just now, recently, Eau Claire's finally had a serial killer come through. But for the longest time, like, Eau Claire was, like, one of the safest cities in the United States, not just Wisconsin. So cats. Cats. So our crazy cat dudes. I did have a dog when I was born. His name was Dickens. I had to go to the guidance counselor after he died because that was the first death I ever experienced.
Was the dog?
Yeah.
I forget how old I was when our first... my mom had a poodle named Jose, and he died. And we didn't have a dog again until I was 8, and then we had Jacques. Jacques is famous for being the meanest, angriest fucking dog anybody I know has ever met. And he's a little black French toy poodle. He weighed like 7 pounds. But he thought he was like a Doberman, and he was uber protective of my mom. And like you could be like, Jacques, I'm going to get mom. And he'd growl and come running. Or he had this like ball with a bell in it. We called it the dingle ball. I'm like, I'm going to get your dingle ball. I'm going to get your rawhide. You could say, I'm going to get this. And he'd fucking come and bite the shit out of you. I have so many scars from that fucking dog. And that's why I'm a cat person now.
And then my parents, my mom was like, called my dad, hey, should we get this cat? Because somebody at her work had kittens that they were going to take to the vet so they could give them away or whatever.
Put him to sleep.
No, yeah, pretty much. Well, Frank came home with my mom, ended up living 20 years till his birthday.
Jesus.
20th birthday. Unfortunately, it was Easter, so fuck Easter, man. But that's the best fucking Whopper I ever had.
Every year, Jesus comes back from the dead as a zombie on Easter to eat your brains.
And a Whopper.
So he can come back every year, but the son of a bitch can't bring my cat back? Fuck
Exactly.
Jesus.
No, I had so many scars. I'd go to school, and Frank and I he'd just claw the shit out of me. And I wouldn't clean him off, and so I just have 4-inch scar or 4-inch cat scratches down my arms. It looked like I was a cutter. Nope, just cat scratches. I was so proud of him.
One of my forearms, I have like 2 little claw scratches.
Oh.
From my cat named Frankie. Was my first cat. So both of our first cats were a Frank.
And then when I met Bethany, she had 3 cats. And then now we've acquired 4 since then.
One thing you got to get used to when you're a cat person.
I can't remember now.
Tragedy.
Yes.
Cats fucking get sick and die all the time.
But then you have Frank that lived 20 years.
Yeah, he bucks the trend.
It's like, what the fuck? And then all of ours have...
The cat that was an asshole that you maybe wouldn't have not been so mad if he died. He fucking lives for 2 decades.
Yeah. No, Frank wasn't an asshole. He was my best friend.
Oh.
Yep, my best friend was a cat growing up.
Very Kelvin and Hobbes-esque.
Pretty much, except he was real and would talk back to me.
Did you guys ever go into space?
In our minds.
What about sledding?
In our minds.
Okay.
But, so when we moved into the house, we had about 20 feral cats in our backyard. We already had 3 inside. We had Lucy, and then Lola and Lily. And then last year we brought in Scooter, who was a feral cat, and got super sick. And Bethany had started wiping off its nose. She's befriended quite a few of the feral cats, so we can pet them, or she can at least get close to them. They don't run when I show up. We had one original one named Ricky. He did not give a fuck. I could mow. He knew that I wasn't going to hit him. So he just lay there. All the other cats run.
He sounds like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys.
Pretty much.
He's just like stoned to the bone, just hanging out like, what's
except
up?
He doesn't throw anything.
Doesn't get pissed off and throw deck chairs and then
Yeah.
trip over shit, throwing temper tantrums.
Yeah. Satellite dishes in the trucks. No. He just would kill a lot of things. And we just, he, right after Scooter was sick, he stopped showing up. We're not sure what happened to him. So, we brought Scooter in.
Life happened
pretty
to
much.
him.
Pretty much. But we fixed a whole shitload of them through MinSnap. Thank you very much, MinSnap. Because it's like $50-$60 for spade and neutering, plus the rabies shot.
Yeah.
So Scooter has her ear clipped, and for whatever reason, the cats try chomping on that ear, except there's nothing fucking there. No! And then another one of the feral cats just had a batch of 4, which ended up being 2 because we don't know where the other 2 went. And we took Joey in. We weren't sure if it was going to be a Joey or a Zoe. It's Joey, so we can say, how you doing?
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not impressed because I hated Friends.
But
terrible show.
Bethany calls me up. She's like, what do you think about Zoe or Joey if it's a boy? How you doing? Yep, that's the first thing that came up.
Why Zoe?
I think Zoe, if we ever had kids, was going to be one of the names, even though Frosty's daughter's name is Zoe. But screw you, we're taking the name if it was a female cat. But Joey and his brother, which is now Chalupa Batman Bliss, or Phil for short. 2 twin 7-year-old girls. And the dad now finally has a male in the house. It was all females with a female cat. So, yep, it came out to be Batman, or Chalupa Batman.
You just lost me on what you were talking about.
Cat names.
I get that, but
Chalupa Batman.
I'm so fucking confused.
Welcome to HEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEE
Friends.
Yeah, this is like Welcome to ITRadio. Well, this really is one of our Birthday Phuckstravaganzas.
Exactly.
I have only ever had 4 cats.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie was the first, and my ex that was living with me in the apartment at the time, I went to the Humane Society and saw him, and she was like, she wouldn't shut up about this fucking cat. And her birthday was coming up. I'm like, hey, get dressed. We're going to go somewhere. And she got really pissed that I like told her to get out of bed.
We're going to the beach so you can get sand up your vagina.
Yes. And then she's like, well, I don't get why it's so fucking important to me. I'm like, we're going to go to the Humane Society and look at that kitty. And then she's like, we're going to go look at the kitty? If I could tell a woman that you're going to take her somewhere and buy her anything, and instantly her mood changes and she's all super nice. Only when you want something, you fucking soul suckers. God damn it! So we went to the Humane Society and...
Thank you very much for listening. Fuck off.
Yeah. Frankie, we took him in one of the fucking rooms, and he was like trying to get at my shoelaces. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, check this out. And I had on my old Adidas Superstar 2 shell tops. Mm-hmm. And I kind of quick jolted my foot off the ground and went, Pah! And he jumped back like a foot in the air. I'm like, okay, we're buying this cat. That's what it took, was that the cat had a weird, hilarious reaction to me going to kick him with my shoe. And then we took him home. And then me and her split up at one point. And I kept the cat. She's like, but you gave him to me. thought he was my cat. I'm like, well, technically I bought him for your birthday cat. He's our cat, but I bought him.
So you're one of those dicks that, hey, I bought that, but I'm going to take that back from you.
Yeah, I was a total fucking Indian giver.
Now, if the cops came up, be like, you gave it to her, sorry.
Yeah, it's
I've watched
chipped
enough
to
cops.
me. It's
Yeah.
chipped to me, so possession's 9/10 of the law. Suck it, Mayberry PD.
Gotcha, bitch.
In between there, we had another girl kitty we got from PetSmart. I don't recommend getting cats from them. They're always sick. So her name was Stevie, but we called her Baby. And she used to just antagonize and beat the snot out of Frankie. She would just... It's the same way that my youngest daughter harasses my oldest daughter.
Because I can.
Yeah. So, Stevie
Unless you have a boy-girl situation, and then usually if it's the older brother, then he just pisses off the sister.
Right.
My sister came and bit me in the bathroom once, right in the chest for no reason.
On the...
Chest, like right here.
That's a weird... on the nipple?
No, like...
Just on the chest meat.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened, and she just got pissed off and ran in the bathroom.
And just bit your chest.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Oh, maybe it was retaliation for me tripping her at a young age, and she biffed it into the corner of the wall, or the corner, and got stitches.
Serves her right.
Yep.
Stevie died.
Unfortunately.
And then Frankie had to be put to sleep the following year, right about the same time, because he had bladder crystals, and I didn't have 2 G's to pay for him to have urethra redirection surgery.
Cats are fucking expensive.
Yeah, they are.
But it'll do almost anything for them.
Yes. So once Baby died, I thought Frankie was going to be lonely.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the Humane Society, and I got Boomer. And nobody ever really hears about Boomer on the shows unless I drop his name. You want to know why? Boomer's quiet and meek and really fucking cool, and he just sleeps in a box in the closet around the corner. Whereas Buddy,
who's not scratching now,
who's not scratching like he was when we first started recording, is always pooping and then making noise on the wall or meowing outside the fucking door like a attention whore. And I got Buddy because of
the beast.
It was her cat that she had left at a house of an ex-boyfriend. So she went and, throwing up air quotes, rescued him because he was just living in the basement of this 90-year-old man's house.
Mm-hmm.
And she brought him to my apartment. And then him and Boomer have been like inseparable. So much so that when she left, she's like, "Whoa, I'm taking Buddy." I'm like, no, you're not. You see, because we moved, and then I put this house address on the chip, which transferred the ownership to my name. And technically, Buddy's not even your cat anymore. He's Boomer's cat.
Yeah.
So you have to take it up with Boomer.
Yeah.
They're a package deal now, so you can fuck off. You're going to live in your mom's apartment. You're not going to take him there. You don't even know where you're going to be living, you bitch. And now she's buying a house, and she might get her own kitty, but she better never think she's taking Buddy.
Nope. And everybody on ITRadio knew of all the cats that we had. Belle, during her last days when she had drizzling shits all over my arm. Yep, that was always fun. Everybody knew Lucy because Lucy was a baby when we got her, and of course oh, look at my cat, and she'd meow constantly. Not like bad, but if we did the fingers to the eyes to her, she'd meow back to us.
Fingers to the eyes? Oh, like, I'm watching you.
Yeah, I'm watching you. For whatever reason, she all of a sudden started meowing when Bethany did that, and it became this big for all 8 years. Fingers to the I'm watching you. But that was her thing.
Hey, you know what?
What?
It's time to play Guess Who Karaoke Roulette.
Fuck.
Guess Who Karaoke Roulette.
I didn't tell you we were going to do this, but we got to do a game.
Great.
And
no RPS challenge?
You can't RPS because of the title situation right now.
What is it?
Well, there's instant rematches when the title changes hands.
That's lame.
You lost your instant rematch to the Juice,
but
who then went up against Nurse Ashley and lost.
Oh, I get it, kind of. Okay,
Nurse Ashley and the Juice have to have their instant rematch.
No, this isn't like WWE, man. Fuck that shit. I don't want to have that title. That never happened with ITRadio. I know this is Blumpkin and Friends, but ITRadio is just the next person in line.
Yeah. So, Guess Who Karaoke Roulette. There are 5 clues for you to guess one famous person. You get 3 guesses, 3 strikes. If you guess the person, I have to sing. If you don't guess the person, you have to sing a song of my choosing.
Fuck. It is Thursday night, which was ITRadio night and then karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we're just accidentally carrying on a tradition.
Okay.
Clue number 1.
Except there's no music. Fuck off.
Yeah, well. At age 11, he was already 6 feet tall.
Is this a singer or is this just a person?
It's a famous person.
Okay.
It could be from anything.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay.
Number 2. Lent his voice to an evil machine for The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 12.
Who the is this guy?
Clue number 3. Is a trained fire eater even working in the circus?
Definitely, no. I was going to say, oh, worked in the circus, but he's not a fire eater.
Clue number 4. Has worked with Danny DeVito, Ewan McGregor, and Morgan Freeman.
Still confused, huh?
Clue number 5. Which is usually a softball. Played Remington Steele.
I would really wish that I could use my phone in your fucking basement.
It doesn't work that way.
Oh, it would. I'd be like, I'm looking at your text.
Quit fucking cheating, you penis.
I don't know who Remington Steele is.
That's hilarious because that's such an obvious fucking clue. So now you can either have me reread them if you need them, or take your 3 swings at guessing.
6 feet tall at the age of 11. And worked with Danny DeVito.
At age 11, was already 6 feet tall. Number 2, lent his voice to an evil machine for The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 12. Is a trained fire eater, even working in the circus. Worked with DeVito, Ewan McGregor, and Morgan Freeman. 5, played Remington Steele.
I have no fucking clue.
You have to take some guesses, perhaps.
Because the only thing when you said Danny DeVito and tall is like, oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was born on my birthday. But I don't believe that he ever worked in the fucking circus.
No. So that technically serves as strike 1.
Exactly. Strike 2. 6 feet tall. I only like short actors and famous people. Because I was going to say Steve-O. When you said the fire eater, that's where I was going with that.
Strike 2.
Yep.
Warm up your vocal cords.
Then I probably won't even know the song of your choosing.
That's okay. I'll try to make it easy.
Great. There'd be like fucking Row Your Boat or some shit like that.
What? Why would I make it a kid's song?
Because you have kids. We need to make it a kid's show since she won't swear. I can't say that word.
I'm not supposed to say
I can't say that word.
Oh.
Except I don't remember row your boat. Fuck. Or whatever you posted a few days ago. A week ago, a month ago. It all blends into one. You said you were singing with your daughter. And it ended up with the final end of it being fuck, or shit. You don't even remember what the fuck
I don't
you
even
posted.
remember what the hell. People have to remind me of things I say because
That's the
I
problem
put
with
so
me.
much filth out into the world.
That's the
that
problem.
Other people have to remind me.
Exactly. Radio coworkers would be like, hey, remember what you talked about last night? Nope. 6 feet tall. Fire eater. Worked in the circus.
Remington Steele.
I have no idea.
Well, just say a name then. Just any name.
Jacques Cousteau. Damn it.
Directory your out. How familiar are you with the work of Seal?
The singer?
Yeah, no, an actual fucking seal. Yes, the singer Seal.
Kiss from a Rose?
Do you know that one?
Barely.
Well,
You
ladies
know
and
I
gentlemen, Graham, formerly of ITRadio, singing Seal's Kiss from a Rose off the Batman Forever soundtrack.
I did buy that for that song.
That's sad that you just admitted
I think,
that.
yes. There was another song, too, on that album that I liked. Who else was on the... I can't even remember what the fuck album that was. Or whatever track that was. But everybody knows that fucking Seal song.
Good. So
Except
you can sing it.
I just know the... I don't know the fucking words.
Why do you not know the words?
Dude, I don't know the words of half this fucking song.
God damn it.
That's why I'm the word... Unless it's right in front of me for karaoke, which I am good at, or at least I think that I am. People would clap, but that's just because we started clapping after people.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes. Even the people that sucked, we'd still clap for them. It's like the kids at graduation. I'm going to do my best not to sing.
Oh.
Sorry, dude.
Well, the song starts off with, there is so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain, baby. And something, talking, doing stuff, and black people sex. And then some melody. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become white and the light that you shine can't be seen. Now you take over.
That was the end of the song.
No.
Dude, I told you, I don't...
Baby!
Oh.
I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, I'm looking you in the eyes, the light on the grave. I always get stuck being the one singing because people don't know songs like I know songs.
Dude, my favorite band was No Doubt. I can't fucking sing half their shit.
That's terrible.
But yet I think I've already said that 2 episodes ago.
I'm going to sing some more, but because, let me see how this sounds.
It's too high.
Just so you, it's a hi-hat. Just so you know,
it's a bucket,
the
dude.
famous person in question
was your mom.
Was Pierce Brosnan.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
James Bond from GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies.
I would have never expected him to be 6 foot.
Every year, there's a tradition in our family where we sing the birthday bong bong song.
Okay.
It's the song from when you go to Osaka, Hibachi.
Okay.
Have you ever been there and heard the birthday song they sing?
No.
And they make people put on this stupid Japanese guy
the white
face mask thing. And it started as a tradition because we made fun of it, me and
the Beast.
And then it started that we'd sing it to the Juice on her birthday. So me and the Juice sang it this year because the Chi-Chi's a bitch and she won't ever join in on anything.
Hey, Sipboard. You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
So, in honor of the Birthday Phuckstravaganza, I'm going to sing you the birthday bong bong song.
Okay.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Too bad.
You were hoping that I would say no.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Try it again.
Are you excited?
No.
Asshole.
That was too much emphasis.
Ah.
Are you excited? No.
Are you ready?
No.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
That's too American.
Birthday for you, bong bong. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Birthday for you, bong bong. Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/Blumpkin&Friends. I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
I wish I had friends. This is Graeme of ITRadio. Blumpkin is not my friend.
Good night.
Happy birthday, whoop-dee-doo, whoop-dee-doo. May your day be pleasant, open up your present just for you, just for you. Happy birthday, whoop-dee-doo, whoop-dee-doo. May your day be pleasant, open up your present just for you, just for you. Happy birthday, whoop-dee-doo, whoop-dee-doo. May your day be pleasant, open up your present just for you, just for you.
Happy birthday, whoop-dee-doo, whoop-dee-doo. May your day be pleasant, open up your present just for you, just for you.